My girlfriend's best friend called me a creep for ogling my girlfriend. I need some sense here. I 34M have been with my girlfriend 30F for 9 months now. We have just introduced out friends to each other and everything is going smoothly. I think she's the one, to be honest. My girlfriend has a very pretty face. It's just perfect and I love watching her. She's also very shy and blushes and gets flustered when I look at her more a few seconds. And she would try to evade my eyes or laugh nervously and kiss me to break the awkwardness. But she never made me feel that I was being out of line or creepy. And I always thought it's her shyness that's causing the awkwardness rather than my gaze and creepiness. But I will be honest here, her shyness adds to her charm, man. I find it very hot that she's still so shy around me. Last night, I was at a restaurant with her closest friends and my girlfriend was telling a story. She was telling the story and blushing, and I didn't notice it, but I was probably gazing at her, when all of a sudden her best friend shouted, "Would you stop being so creepy and stop ogling her? Can't you see that she's uncomfortable?" The loudest silence followed this, and then my girlfriend said that she wasn't uncomfortable at all. But her best friend continued that she has noticed me staring at my girlfriend all evening, and that it was very creepy. I told her that she was my girlfriend, and that I wasn't staring at a stranger, but then all the girls said that I was wrong. It is wrong to stare like this at a woman, even if she's your girlfriend, and that I should at least have noticed how my girlfriend was uncomfortable. Another girl's BF told them that was ridiculous and they rounded on him. It turned into a harassment discussion, and I felt so embarrassed to be accused of being a creepy dude. I told them that my impression was that my girlfriend was nervous because she was telling a story and everyone was listening, rather than being uncomfortable because of me ogling her. My girlfriend answered in the affirmative and said that she wasn't offended by me. Her best friend didn't want to drop it, however, so I just yelled at her to shut up. The mood was ruined afterwards, and we went our separate ways. I texted my girlfriend that I was sorry for making her uncomfortable and that I wasn't being creepy on purpose. I just love her face. She told me not to worry about it, but the thing is, she must have told her friends something, or they wouldn't react so strongly. So she probably thinks and has discussed that I'm being a creep, or she hasn't told them anything, and they made the assessment all on their own, and that's even more worrying. What am I doing wrong here? My wife's friend answered the door in her underwear. The other day, I 35M went to pick up an item my child had left at a friend's house. My wife is very good friends with the child's mother, 37F. We have had them over for gatherings and I've also been to their home. When I went to retrieve the item my son had left, she answered the door in her underwear wearing an open button-down shirt. I was surprised since I had never seen her like this. She told me to come in and didn't seem alarmed at all. She didn't even attempt to close the button-down shirt. She then walks over the desk and bent over to pick up the item, the back of the button-down rising, exposing her rear to me. The item was not on the ground, and I felt like it was excessive to bend over so far. She handed me the item and then naturally just asked me what we had planned for the day. I answered politely but kept it short. Am I crazy, or was the interaction intentional? I spoke to my wife about it and she said she probably thought I was going to pick it up. Don't flatter yourself. She wasn't alarmed for me to see her like this, but I feel like it was intentional and I feel like she was trying to keep me there longer by talking with me. If the roles were reversed and it was her husband and my wife, I don't think I would be happy about it. Today I messed up when I read my wife's diary. Well, I messed up big time today because yes, I read my wife's diary and ran into some very troublesome topics. First thing to understand, she and I have been polyamorous for about 3 years, in which time she has had 3 partners and I have had 1, which ended poorly for me because I was accused of cheating. Why I read my wife's journal? Because usually she shares with me what is going on, and recently I feel something has been up. I have asked several times for her to share and try to clear some things up from me. She never does. So today I chose the wrong answer and invaded her privacy. And damn, do I wish that never happened. And here is why. Within the contents of this diary, I found out that her current other partner wants to have a baby with her. She wants and has thought of marriage with him. The worst of all, she wants a divorce and wants me to pay child support. Honestly, I love this woman and have had issues with our relationship before, but I move on and continue loving her. I'm hurt and wish I could go back in time. Oh, one other thing. I feel like I work hard and do a lot of things for our home, but another entry shows that I am not appreciated and I'm just seen as a lazy man who doesn't do anything. Depressed is to say the least. TLDR, read my wife's diary and found out she wants a divorce, wants a kid with another man and wants to be married to him as well. I messed up for real, but I feel like my marriage has been a mess already.